YouTube, welcome back to another video. Now, you join me on Saturday the 25th of January, and this week it's finished now, it's been rounded up, and I've had a losing week. It's been a minus 2% week. Now, overall, it now leaves me at plus 5.65% for the month of January 2025 still. So things are still great, things are still healthy, but a losing week, we all have them. Obviously, everyone has losing days and losing weeks. And I'm going to go through two scenarios today, and for both types of traders. If you've had a losing week like I have this week, and it's just been one of those things, all the losing trades have been optimal, it's been a healthy week still, brilliant. I'm going to go through what to do. And I'm also going to go through the other scenario as well. If you have had a losing week, but it's been a complete mess, or it's been a complete chop and change, there's been no consistency, there's been no discipline, what to do on those type of weeks as well, and how to recover and how to get yourself back on track. So we'll get cracking. So for me this week, there's been 4 trades in total. I was 3% down come Friday morning. And then I had a long position on, it was Air NJ in the end, which I banked or manually closed for 1%, just because volume was low. It didn't push as far as I would have liked. It was a day trade position in the end. So I took the 1%, closed out for the week for minus 2% overall. And then it's a position that I'm now looking for next week. But I look back and journal every trade, as everybody should, even when I'm over 10 years in. When I've journaled every loss there, I'm happy. I'm happy with them. They're optimal setups. They're entries I'm still happy with. You know, you want to be looking at your optimal losing trades and thinking, you know what? If that came again in a week's time or 4 months' time, I would take that exact same setup again with that entry. If you can say yes to both of those, then brilliant. Don't beat yourself up. Just accept that it's part of the game, remain level-headed, and just move on. And a degree of that comes with time and experience. But obviously, the sooner you can get help and work on that as well, it really, really helps. Now, on the flip side, if you've reviewed those losses in your journal and you found that either some of them or all of them are really poor or really bad or a bit scatty and not planned, and they've gone against your system, if you have one, you need one of course, but if it's gone against your system, you've broken a few rules, or you've jumped the gun early, whatever the reason is, there can be multiple reasons, some more serious than others. But the point is here, you need to identify exactly where you've gone wrong, exactly what you should have done in hindsight, and you make a note of that and you journal that trade and you pop it into a section of bad losers or losing trades or non-optimal losing trades. Okay, because then that way you have a bulk of data in your first 1, 2, 3, 4 years of what a poor loser, what a crap losing trade looks like. Okay, so you know exactly what it looks like so you can avoid it. And also you have another section where you have your optimal trades, your optimal setups. Again, the good losers I was talking about a few minutes ago, the optimal losers. So again, you know what they look like, you know what that optimal losing setup is with your edge. So it's really important you go back and do the data work on it. Now, if you were this second scenario where you have had a bad set of losers or you've had a bad losing week, you now need to go away at the weekend, change your state, get into the gym, go and do something that really changes and takes your mind off things once you've done the journaling and the hard work of working out those losers. Go and take yourself away, push the reset button, shut laptops. If you need to take the week after off, then please do. Whatever it takes, push the reset button. Because if you carry that sort of the emotion that maybe that losing week has caused you into the next week or the next month, it can really still spill over negatively on your subsequent weeks and months and your overall quarter. Now, if you are someone that's had an optimal losing week, like myself, that's just part of the game and healthy and part of the nature of this, then you continue things as normal. You still obviously go and journal. You still do all of those things, but you've got to just remember it's part of the game, okay? And that is all, okay? So there's different ways people will deal with losing trades. You've got to find what works for you. You've got to find what brings you to level-headedness and grounds you again. Because on the flip side as well, with a really healthy winning week, emotions on the other end of the spectrum can really affect you as well. Greed, you know, you're on a high, you feel uber, ultra confident that you can't lose. And we all know what that leads to. It ends up leading to probably a losing streak. So it's always important you remain grounded and level-headed after a winning week or a losing week. People have asked me in the past, if I have a losing week, how do I deal with it? This is exactly how I deal with it, hence the making of this video. Every losing week I have, there's not too many, which is good, but when I do have them inevitably like this week, I treat it the same as a winning week, level-headed. As long as I've done all the right things as I have done and stayed 100% disciplined as I have and did, it's just one of those things. And then so it takes a lot of emotional pressure off traders, and then they're not carrying any baggage over into the next trading week or the next trading month or that quarter, and they can carry on as usual. Remember what I said at the start of the video, I'm still 5.65% up for January, and we have one more trading week left. So it's just crucial that you do the proper work, make things a lot easier for yourself, both mentally and in terms of then the aftermath that has. Only take optimal losing trades. If you don't know what that looks like, or you don't have a proven system or a proven edge, you need to nail that first before you try and trade live or before you try and trade prop firms. This is why the failure rate is so high. Put the work into educating yourself first. Okay, guys, I hope that helps. As always will be fully transparent on here. And I thought, because it's typical timing, I've had a losing week of -2%. I thought perfect chance to make a video about this, because I know there'll be lots of traders like myself who are 10 plus years in, and it's normal and it happens. And I think if you can see this type of insight, if you're a trader, if you're maybe only 1, 2, 3, 4 years in, and know that actually if you do the right things, this is part of the game. It's healthy. And even people like ourselves 10 years in, it's so normal. Okay, so guys, I hope that helps, and I hope I haven't rambled too much. And as always, thank you for watching. I do really, really appreciate it. Take care, and I'll hopefully see you on the next one.